Hi there everyone, how are we all doing today? I hope we're having a wonderful time zone at the moment. Today we are making taiyaki. Yes, the fishy ones. I'm actually quite excited to make these because I haven't had these in about 2 odd years. So I guess a little bit of exposition and backstory is in 2019, I went on a trip to Japan with one of my good friends, and on one of the expeditions we went on one of the days we went out, during I want to say during the night, but when we were winding down and going back to the place we were staying, we went past a food stall, and they were selling taiyaki in the shape of Magikarp. And being the sucker I am for Pokemon and sweet treats, I jumped at the opportunity to buy it. So it's been, what's it now, 3 years since I've had it? I was going to say 2, but I think it's about 3 years. So yeah, why haven't you made them yet? The reason I haven't made them yet is because I have not had the proper equipment to make them until today. They are very on theme, yes. So, Titch, camera on.
Activating binge camera.
So I actually have I have a proper grill now. That's why I didn't make them until now, because I didn't really think about it until I thought, you know what, I haven't made taiyaki yet, and I want to make taiyaki. What do I need to make taiyaki? I need a grill. So I got a grill. So, yes, they are very on theme, because I think it was... Shame on you if you're not getting it earlier. Yeah, definitely shame on me. Definitely shame on me. Because if these turn out really well, then, well, I've got myself dessert for the next decade. Or until this thing packs it in. But you can buy a Magikarp Taiyaki grill. I have researched it, and I have seen it, and I want it. I've never wanted something so more in my life. You want to know why I don't have it yet? It's because it costs $300. Well, I think it's about $250 to $300. It is a very expensive item. I want this thing so bad. I want it so bad. Because I'll just make them here, there, and everywhere. Pokemon Go Community Day, I'll just set up a grill. I'll set up a grill and just start making them. I'll make a lot of money. Unfortunately, yeah, Pokemon Go Community Days aren't that big a thing anymore around here, but when they were, it would have been a great thing to do. Also, how are you doing today, MT? Sorry I neglected to say hello to you before, but I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going good. So yes, we're going to do 2 different fillings today. And we're going to be doing 2 different types of filling today. We're going to be doing the traditional red bean paste. I'm going to make a puree instead of a just crushed. The last time we did red bean paste, I just mashed them, so it was a bit of a chunky paste. This time I'm going to try a smooth paste. And yo, Taffy, how are we doing today? Hope you had a wonderful week. Yeah, how you been? How you been doing? And we're also going to do a Nutella filling because, well, why not? Why not? We're going to be making sweets. A lot of these Japanese-style sweets that I research and find recipes for that have red bean paste, the Western alternative is usually a Nutella filling. Well, I want to go as traditional as possible. I want to go as authentic as possible. I think we had this discussion about traditional authentic last week. Let's not get into that discussion before it's going to hurt my head. Yeah, if it says it's a red bean paste, we're going to put a red bean paste in there. I love red bean paste as well. Doing good, got my kiddos set up for school. Nice. So you just got like the bag set up and got the lunch prepped and all that kind of stuff. It's been a while since I've gone to school, and I don't have kids of my own, so I can't remember what it takes to set kids up for first day is Monday. Oh, nice. Are they excited? Are they excited to start their first day of school? Because if I can recall for myself, first day of school is usually a very exciting time. Then I think when it gets to around grade 3, grade 4, then it starts becoming a little bit mundane and a little bit, you know, oh, I gotta go to school. I could be staying at home watching cartoons. And like, bought new clothes and school supplies. Ah, nice. The essentials. I don't want to go back to school. That was pretty much the reason why I fell into a trade. I'm not gonna lie to you all. The reason I fell into a trade is because I did not want to go back to school. Sure, going to trade school was semi the same as school, but I was still working. I was still making money. I was progressing in my mind, progressing my life from straight out of school. I didn't want to go back to uni or college and, you know, sit down and study some more, you know, write papers and all that kind of jazz. No. I just wanted to get my hands into the mix, as it would seem, and just get onto it. He's excited about hang on. He's excited. It's kindergarten, so he's kindergarten. Okay. I want to say fair debate whether it's kindergarten is sort of school, but is it technically school? I don't know. I would say, well, yeah, it probably is school. I mean, they're somewhat learning, but I don't want to say it's like a step higher than daycare, but I don't think a lot of actual learning and teaching goes into preschool, but still cool. It's still school. And yo, Widget, how we doing? I saw that you came back from your vacay. How was it? How was your vacay? The wedding you went to was the first week, wasn't it? Or is it this week? I can't remember. I remember you were going to a wedding one of these weeks. I think you were taking 2 weeks off, and 1 week you were just going to take off to disconnect from the internet and all that kind of jazz, and then one of them you were going to I'm pretty sure it was a wedding, but still. But how have you been, Widget? How have you been? Social skills are a point. That is true. That is very, very true. Vacay was great for my sister. Was for my sisters went right. Yep. So the vacay, for the sisters went unplugged from the Matrix. Yes. Yeah. I remember you saying that. It's like, wait a minute. Was it 1 week he was going to the wedding, and 1 week he was taking off and unplugging from the world, or was it? But now we know. I'm glad you had a good vacay. Can't wait to get to see you get back into the swing of things too. Because you know what? I'm gonna hide off under the thing here. No, that's a nope. Delete that. I want to see a clip. And also shout out an awesome food and drink streamer as well. Woo! You roasting a chook there?
It's got some crunch. Perfect. So we're gonna let it sit out for about 10-15 minutes while we're still cooking our risottos.
I can't.
Let's not forget about it. This gets close too.
My display is a little bit tiny at the moment, so I can't really get a good gauge on that. But that was a roast chook. That looked really good. Ugh. Looked like a good one. Before kindergarten, a lot of kids never never been in a group setting away from their parents and been organised by the teacher. All right. I think, yeah, I would say that is a good indication. It's school, but it's not intense learning school. They're not sitting the kids down and saying, write what's on the board here. You're doing math today. We're learning about this and that. It's just, yeah, it's a socializing experience. So kindergarten is, you know, I'm just thinking about it now. There's a reason why it's called preschool. There's a reason why I've held preschool in some areas. I think kindergarten's more of a proper name for it, but I think for most places it's preschool. It's preschool. Let's cast the stupidity aside for now. But yes, Spartan. Yo, Spartan, how are we doing today? There's what? Why did I disconnect from chat? That was weird. The chicken looks so yummy. Yeah, It looks really good. It's nothing more than I like than a good roast chook. Nothing more. We have a roast chook fast food joint. I want to say fast food because it's all prepped beforehand, and they do roast chickens on the rotisserie. The chicken is very dry, and sure, it's like it's good, it's fine, I guess. The skin is nice and crispy and tasty. The wings are really good. I love a good crispy wing, but the chicken itself is really dry, and that's one thing I don't like about some roast chooks is that it's just too dry. But that looked really good. Stressed but good. Oh no, man. I'm sorry that you're stressed, man. But I hope it all goes well. I hope your weekend de-stresses you enough to tackle the next week tenfold. I'm doing quite well. Just nothing too major is happening. Nothing too minor is happening. I'm just in I don't want to say a plateau, but I'm just in a middle ground. I'm just in a middle ground of life at the moment. Like, it's too wet to do stuff out in the yard at the moment. Yeah. I can't really be too productive around the house, but I can be productive enough to get back into Genshin Impact, and obviously starting new games on stream. But yeah, it's just a bit of a... I'm doing well. That's the best way to say it. Need to try and make some clips. Yes, we did make it so now the viewers can make clips as well. We just got to wait for them good opportunities to show off your channel. But yeah, I've got my first big work project Monday finalizing, so it's stressing me out. Oh right, okay. So it's all right. I think I understand your position now. So yeah, it's your first big yeah, as you said, it's your first big work project, and you want to make sure that it's all going to be perfect and go smoothly, and that's what's stressing you out. I can definitely feel you on that, because I have, although I'm not a newbie to say like making cakes and doing food and even doing the streams and stuff, the stress and the anxiety of wanting to make sure that everything goes without a hitch, to make it perfect, to make sure that the client is happy with the product. It can get to you. It can get to you. So, I hope it goes well, man. Yeah, hopefully it goes well, man. It's going to go well. It's going to go well. You got this, champ. You got this. The first project manager, the first project manager has given me, so I kind of have to prove myself. You got this, man. You got this. Yeah. I want to say cast aside the hopefulness, not too much. Like, still hope that it's going to be good, but have that made mindset of it's going to go good, man. You're going to crush it. You got this. You got this, champ. All right. Now, today's recipe is going to call for the batter to sit and rest in the fridge for, it says, an hour, but I'm going to let it rest probably a little bit less so we can sort of get into the swing of things. So we're going to start by whisking up and mixing up the taiyaki batter, get that in the fridge. Then we're going to go back and do the red bean or adzuki bean paste, which should take no time at all, because the beans have been pre-cooked and pre-made. So all we need to do is just blitz them up. So, by the way, I fell asleep during the cannoli stream, but I watched the VOD. They looked... Thanks. I'm glad I did a good job. I'm glad you did a good job. 1 hour of just talking? Well, we've been doing about 20 minutes at the moment. So if I sort of get into the swing of things, then start talking, then we can we can cover that time empty. Speaking somewhat of VODs, I've started to upload my cooking stream VODs to YouTube. So I think I've got a plug for it somewhere, maybe in socials. I can't remember. But yeah, I've started uploading my videos just for the cooking streams. I might do gameplay streams in a couple of months for said not said reasons.
Hello
but
there.
Ooh, hello there. Hello there, Taffy. I see you found my sound alerts. Yeah, I've got a video game series I'm thinking of wanting to upload to YouTube in the future, but that's not going to be until November. So I'd say look out for that. But yeah, I'm starting to put it onto YouTube, so it stays there forever. And then I don't know, people might stumble past and go, "What's this idiot doing?" Maybe YouTube will recommend me to somebody. Right. How about we start reading out the recipe, start weighing up our stuff, and start making some taiyaki batter. I'm starting to write out my recipes now because my printer went and said, no, I don't want to print anymore. Well, I want to say don't want to print anymore. It doesn't print well. So it's like, I can just write it. Because all I'm doing at the moment is like rewriting over the printed recipe. So that's why I've got I've got a new book to write stuff in. So we are going to need 150 grams of cake flour. I'm actually thinking maybe of doubling this recipe today. So we're going to make a big batch. But yeah, so we're using cake flour today, not regular all-purpose flour or rice flour, all that kind of stuff. The tip that the recipe, obviously if you do the exclamation recipe, it'll send you to the recipe page. It's going to send you to the full blurb page, because I thought, you know what, I could send you to the just print this page. But you know what, we had a discussion in the Discord. Having that little blurb beforehand, some people might want to read that, you know. It has helpful tips and sort of past experiences with the taiyaki making themselves, and yeah, it's just something I thought I'd just keep in there. But yeah, we're going to need 150 grams of cake flour. I'm going to read out what the recipe says, but we'll probably double it today. We're going to need 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda as well, so we're going to need all the baking stuffs. 1 large egg, 200 ml of whole milk, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and then it says 100 grams of red bean paste, but we're just going to add what we need and what we feel like at the time. And then 1 tablespoon of oil. It says neutral oil, so like vegetable oil, I think it was brand oil, something like that. I've got vegetable oil, so I'll just use that. This 1 teaspoon of oil, I'm just going to say it's use at your discretion, because we're going to use that to grease the pan. So if you want to use a fair bit of it, then go a bit more. If you don't want to grease it that much, you know your pan's not going to stick, then you don't need to use that much. So we are going to get all of our ingredients sort of weighed up, and we're going to start by sifting the flour, baking powder, and soda into a large bowl. So let me grab my big glass bowl. Should put the camera on there. Get my scales. So yeah. Has anybody in chat had taiyaki before? Because I'm not sure if there's like vendors in the States. I haven't seen vendors around. Now I'm grabbing a fork because it says to fluff up the flour before you weigh it. So let's give it a little bit of a fluff up. Should be fine. Yeah, I haven't actually seen any vendors around like Melbourne or around where I live. Definitely not around where I live. Like, I live in a very. It's a close to Bogan town. I'm just gonna call it. I live in like borderline Bogan town. Like, we're starting to get cafes and fancy restaurants and fancy eateries in our area, but for the longest time it was just fish and chips and pizza. That's all we had. So yeah, so I haven't actually been able to get my hands on a good taiyaki for that long, but Costco sells a decent frozen taiyaki. Now, just thinking about that, I probably have seen frozen taiyaki in the Asian food grocers near my area, but fancy, yeah. Yeah, when your town goes from having no cafes, 3 fish and chippers, 2 pizza joints, a supermarket, and maybe 2 hairdressers, to how many have we got now? I think it's 5 cafes, 4 hairdressers, 2 fish and chippers, an Indian restaurant, a burger joint, Subway, kebab joint. I think it's about 5 cafes. There's probably a few hidden ones. It's like, that's actually a cafe. I've never seen it open, but I live in the boonies in Virginia. So I feel like it's probably the same situation as me, really. Like, I wouldn't call myself in the boonies, but you almost need a compass and a cut lunch to, to get where we are. Alright, so... Yep, 300. Whoop. Just sift that. There's nothing wrong with living out the sticks. Sometimes it can be very, very peaceful. I know sometimes I haven't. If it wasn't for my road being somewhat of a shortcut for tradies, I'd be living in one of the most peaceful areas. So from this time until I'm going to say about 6 hours. So from now until 6 hours from now, my place is completely quiet. So you don't have any car traffic. You rarely have foot traffic. I think foot traffic's picked up a bit more because of COVID and people being locked down. They need to walk around areas. But so we need 2 of these, don't we? Yep, 2 teaspoons. But for the most part, like my area is dead. So I mean, I sort of do live next to a reserve, so I'm somewhat in the trees, but yeah, like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with living out this far. So yeah, it's like I said, it's great. It's great too because if you live in an area like mine where you're on the border of something and nothing, you're not too far away from commodities like major fast food restaurants or big shopping centers or big shopping malls. So you don't have to travel that far. So if I want to go to a relatively large shopping mall, it's about a 15-minute drive, 15-20 minutes, depending on traffic, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. I thought I dropped something there, but no, it's just my frying pan settling in. I hate that so much. You open something, it sounds like something falls or something just falls out. It's like, why did I stack it like that? I'm the only one who lives in this place. I can't yell at anyone. I can't yell at a non-existent roommate for stacking the cupboards wrong. No, it's on me. Makes me feel like a goon. Alright, so I don't think I need the scales anymore, because everything else is going to be in spoons. Made sure to change the recipe metrics from US to metric. Change the metrics. That didn't sound right. Change the measurements from US to metric. Because it said, I think it was like 2 cups? 2 or 1 cup of flour, and it says, make sure that you do it proper, fluff the flour and then level it off. But then it says you probably should just weigh it up as well. It's like, alright, well then give me the metrics. Blame the kitchen gnomes. Yes, those damn kitchen gnomes. Bob the ghost did it. I can't say I have a ghost. It'd be great if I did, because then, I could blame everything on him. They're not your gnomes. Alright, so it's tablespoons. Oh, great. Titch is working today. Titch is working today. Freedom units to better units, yes. Freedom units. I'm going to say, look, there's a lot of sugar. Oh, it says what it says. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those tablespoons. Did I miss you showing the mold for the taiyaki? I think you did, but we can always show it again. We can always show it again. Just move the bowl up to the side. And I can show off. Oh yeah. Titch. Zoom in.
Zooming in.
There we go. There's the grill. There's the grill. Nomies. Yes. Alright, Titch. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
Yeah, so I was having a little bit of a tirade before that I have found a taiyaki grill on eBay. I don't think I said where I found the listing, but I found a taiyaki grill on eBay that's in the shape of Magikarp. And that's pretty much 70% of the reason. 70% of the reason why we're making taiyaki today, because I remembered that I had Magikarp taiyaki in Japan, which I should post the photo on my Discord, because I do have a photo of it. I have a photo of the stall, and then I have a photo of the taiyaki before I ate it. I bought 2 of them. I bought one for my friend, and I bought one for me. But, oh yeah, the next part is we're just going to whisk in the sugar to the flours and sodas. Then we're going to whisk up an egg and the milk, and then we're going to pour the wets into the dries. So we're going to wet the dries, and initially dry the wets. But the other thing I didn't mention about this taiyaki stands in Japan, they were actually playing the Magikarp song. So I think it would have been around 2018, 2019, they had wet the dries. Yep, they're going to wet the dries. Yeah, so there was that Magikarp song, like it was the Magikarp love song, and they're actually playing that on a little monitor. It's like, this is amazing. Wet the dries, dry the wets. I'm probably going to switch up my... Now, here's a big old debate that I want to have with everybody. Silicon whisks. Silicon whisks. What are our thoughts on them? Because I'm going to change to a metal whisk when I start whisking the wets into the dry. Poop. Poop. I woke up and missed the start. It's all good. It's all good. The starts are pretty much just a hello, check out my grill. Then you have the cooking aspect, which is the cooking aspect. But what you want to see is the end result. You want to see the end result. But how are we doing today, Dallas? But yeah, my debate is like, silicone whisks are good if you're whisking liquids and somewhat dries. But when you're whisking like batters and icings and stuff like that, you have to go with something a little bit firm, a little bit more stiff. Like, I have nothing against silicone whisk, but they have their place in the kitchen. Glad it's Friday. TGIF, baby. TGIF. My camera is way away from the action. Right, so we're going to put that aside, and we're going to grab our medium bowl. I'm going to crack up a couple of eggs and a 400 ml of I was going to say water, but no, we want milk. We want milk. Do I? Yeah, I do have a 400 measurement. Yo, Danny! How we doing? How's the rest of Fall Guys? Shout out time.
This is a Game Chops jam.
Yes, it is. Game Chops is amazing. Go check out Game Chops as well. More clips. Oh, this is Corpse Party.
Whoa!
Oh, you're getting spooked.
Yo! Hell nah.
I'm gonna say it's a good thing that the the clip was small for me. It's like, did I really want to see what happened there? But but yeah, Fall Guys was addicting. I actually have Fall Guys on my PC. I played it a couple of times, and I'm not gonna say it's not my cup of tea, but it's just one of those. If I'm in the mood, yeah, I might play it, but I don't want to get too invested because, well, I have other things in my life that I need to focus on, and I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of I need the crown sort of thing. But it's Thursday. Time zones are a silly thing, aren't they, Taffy? For you people stuck in the past, it is Thursday, yes. And unfortunately, I can't disclose what happens in the future. Under the Australian Government Act of Space-Time Continuum Maintenance, I can't say what happens to you in the future. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to be stuck in a hole for the rest of my life, so we have to... I don't even want to give hints. But Chaos is... Fall Guys is chaos and hilarious. Look, out of all the mass multiplayer challenge games, it's one that I will recommend and comment as well, because it is like it's fun. I'll give it that. It really is fun. Let's make sure. Yeah. Probably should have done 1.5 of this, but you know what? It's all right. I can see myself eating a whole big batch of taiyaki, but sup? Sup with you, buddy? How you doing today? And what kind of is this? What kind of is this? Is this a? Is it a? Can I get a? Or is it a? Big government keeping the truth from the people. Exactly. Oh, okay. Well, I'm probably just going to say from now on, because going by last night when I was playing Code Vein, I did have a little bit of a stupid tickle in my throat, and I don't want that to come back, so I'm not going to be screaming at you the whole time as well, but... Miss Corpse Party, it was fun to... it was fun to play as a first playthrough. It did look like a very fun game. It looked like, I don't want to say it was like a light horror game, but it was a good horror novel, visual novel in a sense. One of those games where it doesn't matter that I didn't buy it myself and play it myself. I still had fun watching you play it, and somewhat, I don't want to say watching other people play, because I never actually watched anybody else play it but you. But yeah. You play a lot of games. I do play a lot of games. I'm a game nerd, is what I am. I was attached to the characters too, like in an anime game. Yes. That's when you know you've got a good visual novel, when you get attached to the characters. Alright, so now, yep. Wets into the dries, and then we're gonna whisk well, and then we're gonna refrigerate. So yeah, initially we're just making it's pretty much like a waffle batter, in a sense. Set this aside for now. Also, love the apron dinks. I feel like the last time it was a different color. Am I tripping? Nah, it's the same color. I could ask Mama TC to make a whole plethora of colors, and I can just change them up every week. Which, I mean, with revisions and with now what I'm actually doing is I'm checking to make sure there's. Not sure how many people have made a waffle mix before, but okay, yummy. Bad memory. It's alright, it's alright. Wet the dries. Whenever I make batters and make anything, well, at work it's a little bit different because we're using big industrial mixers and it doesn't really matter. But when you're doing small stuff, usually the rule of thumb is you put the dries into the wets. And the reason you do that is because there's less likely for the dries to stick on the bottom. So when you mix it up and you pour it, you've got a big chunk of dries that didn't get mixed in properly. Having the wets on the bottom somewhat circumnavigates that sometimes. But it feels like we've got it pretty good here. But, yeah. Good old whisk. And I'm actually going to cover this. You must thoroughly wet the dries. Yes, must thoroughly. Make sure you scrape the sides down too. Let's give that a mirror inspection. It's looking like a bowl. It's looking like a bowl. Now, when it comes to me playing, when it comes to me playing video games, sometimes I feel like I play too many. Like, I still haven't gotten to my completion, my dex completion on Pokemon Arceus, and Scarlet and Violet are around the corner. I still haven't like fully beaten the game, so I haven't beaten the final boss and all that kind of jazz. I'm just sort of taking my time with everything. There's Splatoon I like to play every now and again. Fall Guys is another one. It's not now and again. It's just if I'm in the mood. I'm really getting into Genshin again, so to the point where I'm actually going to bed late. I'm actually going to bed late because I'm playing Genshin, because it's like, you know what? Another 5 minutes will be fine. Another 5 minutes will be fine. I can beat this sub boss in 5 minutes. This Genshin game again, yes. I've only just gotten back into it, really. I played the crap out of it. I played the crap out of it when it first came out, then I stopped, and then I'm back into it again. What else am I playing? Yeah, we've got Yakuza we're playing. It's a good game. It is. For a free game, the amount of content that's in it, it's bloody good. Get on it. Yeah, playing Yakuza, that's a... I don't want to say it's a big time sink, but it's very, very time investing. Like, much like Corpse Party. It's I don't want to really call it a game. It's more of a story that you interact with. So I'm playing it more for the story than I am for the gameplay. That's why whenever I do the side missions, I feel bad because yeah, although we're exploring the world of Yakuza, we're not actually doing the story, and I want to know what happens. Even the mini games as well. Like I don't want to bore people or myself with, you know, maintaining host girls at a host club to make money for my characters so I can level them up. So I can just do that off stream. I can level my characters up off stream and just play the game. But before Trident Shogun yet, no. I have just got to the point where I can actually traverse Inazuma because I saved up all my Primogems, all my free ones that I have been able to collect from the Mids Rex Lapis story arc to where I am now. I was able to do 5-10 pulls on the current banner, and I got Yoimiya on the last one, which is good because I was actually thinking about pulling the whale and trying to pull for her, but I got my character that I wanted, so I'm happy about that. And then I found out where her leveling items were. It's like, right, we need to progress the story a little bit. So, so yeah. In due time. I was actually going to play it last night, but I fell asleep. Alrighty, let's get on to the next part of our recipe. We're going to make some red bean paste. Yep. Do my pull up my pants dance. Right, so we are going to need... I'm actually going to double this recipe as well because I wasn't sure how much Azuki beans I needed. Like, you got what you wanted, yeah. As much as I love Amber, the Pyro Bow user, Yoimiya is just so much better. So, it's a tough fight, not gonna lie. Yeah. But I'm also semi-overpowering my characters as well. So, again, purposely... So, what was the other thing too? So, I... maybe want to quit for a few months. I'm very stubborn. Well, let's take last night, for example. So we were playing Code Vein last night. Absolutely wonderful game. If you love Dark Souls and you love anime, get into Code Vein. It goes on sale regularly, so you can pick it up for like $18. Cheap. Absolutely cheap. But we're playing that, and we got to one of the bosses, and her deal was, with certain attacks, she put the poison buff on you. So obviously, we all know what poison does in games. It reduces health over time. So I actually found a way to level my character up so I got a passive debuff of reducing poison effect, and then an active skill that I could use to remove poison altogether. And I spent, I think it was about 15-20 minutes grinding the character up, because to get these requisites from one skill tree to the one I was using, I had to beat a bunch of enemies. Why did that not work? Why didn't that work? We are working, aren't we? It's because it's not connected to Twitch. Give it another try, Taffy. Give it another try. It didn't connect to Twitch for some reason. Yeah, so I spent, like, I sat there and played and played and played to get to what I needed to, and we beat her. We beat her. But yes, okay. We're going to need 200 grams of Azuki beans. Each can here is about 400 grams. It's 420, but the can will be... you're going to start streaming Genshin. I want to see when you fight Shine Rogan. There we go. There we go. We got the police going. We got the police called on us. I actually was thinking about streaming Genshin to at least do the pulls for Yoimiya, but I couldn't help myself. But I might consider doing it like a one-time here or there, just so I can play and grind instead of having to do it off-stream, or not off-stream, but after dinner, and risk going to bed late. So it's possibly something that's going to happen in the future. So obviously keep an eye on my socials, because I'm starting to post the schedule onto Twitter as well. So you'll see the schedule on Twitter, you'll see the schedule on my Discord. Usual rule of thumb is Tuesday to Thursday Australian Eastern Standard Time at 1:30 PM is when I play my video games. We got the roadworks going. Gotta get the stop slow sign going and stuff. It's that way, so you gotta... Come on. Come on. 40Ks. Right, so... I also have a few ones that I didn't post up in the bot command as well, but I've also got, if you do exclamation turn left and exclamation turn right, you can use your indicators to turn left and turn right. It's pretty much roadworks, but I love messing with the lights. I'm glad you do. Because I think it's an amazing thing. And look forward to the future, because I know of a way that I can make other things happen through smart power plugs. So there might be some fun extra gimmicks that will happen in the future. So pretty much, because we don't have to cook the beans, we don't need the 500 ml of water. So yeah, we're just going to drain. So we're going to use the blender. So I've got my small blender over here. I'll bring it over this side for today, so we can all see it. Power is on. Yeah, I'm just going to use the small one because I don't want to use the big attachment, because I feel like sometimes it doesn't really get the job done. So we're going to drain the beans, put in the food processor, add the white sugar, dark brown sugar, and butter. Blend on high speed to a fine paste. Might need to add a bit of water to make the blending easier, however, only add when it is necessary. Transfer puree to a pan, cooked. Yeah, so we're going to have to cook this as well. I thought so. What am I put the recipe over there for? I've got a recipe holder right here. So I'm going to need my pan eventually. Oh yeah, small one's probably going to be enough. Okay, so sugar. I got my butters over here. Yeah. Grab a medium sieve. I want all the beans, please. Get a little bit more of an extra drain. Then... there we go. That should be... you can sort of see you guys in the background as well. Alrighty. What do we need? So we need to... I mean, it's 4 tablespoons. So it's 4 tablespoons of each. And this is going to give us enough beans to just do whatever we want afterwards as well. Lots of sugar today. 3, 4. Wow. I'm getting to that rushing mode as well. I'm getting into a bit of a rushing mode. Not sure if anybody else has it as well, but sometimes it's something I need to curb on my streams. I'll get to a point where it's like, yeah, get this done. It's just my work mentality coming out. I got to make sure that I get everything done in a certain time and a certain manner. And it's like, no, we're on stream at the moment. We can slow down. We can relax. We can just take our time. I'm hoping that this is gonna blitz up, okay? This is getting stacked. Yeah, just go take a breath. But again, it's just my nature. It's just my nature. It's the problem. Right? It's me wanting to be professional when I should just be just me. Really. Having a drink would help too. This is water. Don't worry. I'm gonna have the hard stuff later today. Alright, so I have forgotten to tell everybody what we need for the Atsuki bean paste. We're going to need 200 grams of Atsuki beans. I've just put a full tin in, which should be about 400. So that's double. We're going to be doing double the recipe. So I'll read the rest of the normal recipe. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of white sugar, 2 tablespoons of dark brown sugar, and then 80 grams of butter. Just be you because you're awesome. Oh, thanks, Daffy. You're awesome. You're awesome. Alrighty. So yeah, because we're doubling all of this today, we gonna use 160 grams of butter. 160 grams of butter. I'm really hoping that this blitzes up alright. That's 180. That's a little bit too much. 165. Yup. 60. Yeah, that should be fine. Better butter. Better butter. Better butter. I can go back into there. I actually might need to. I might actually need to upgrade to the to the bigger one. That's getting a little bit. If I was doing the normal recipe, the one times, that would have been plenty enough. But it's gonna be a little bit too much with the butter in there. So we're going big. We're going big, which means extra dishes. Do it anyway. Do it. Yeah, probably should. Just do it anyway. No, we're not blitzing up the blitzing blade as well. Don't want to have the taste of keep this aside because we don't need to clean this. No, my silly butt. I'm going to do it anyway. Just so I got my back to everybody, but I'm just gonna quickly dice up this butter so it fits. I'm just gonna wedge it in there. Okay. Boo dishes. I know, right? I am the agent of chaos. You are. You are. Your timing's been a little bit off at the moment, but you're trying. You're trying. Alright, a little bit of a shake. I'm pretty sure my noise limiter should cut out the noise so it's not too ear piercing. But let me know if it's a little bit too loud, and I'll turn the mic off. But blitz it up. You created Fall Guys. I do have a Fall Guys account, yes, I do. But like I said, I don't play it as much. But grind up butter. Probably could have cut the butter up a little bit smaller. Probably could have cut the butter up a bit smaller because it's that's actually looking like it's Yeah, it's 100. Where'd my music go? There it is. Looks like the butter is. Oh right, we're gonna put it on the Call the police. We're gonna put it on the stove, and it should do the job. I need to think of some other fun whatchamacallums, lighting effects as well. Alright, so that should hopefully do the thing. So for certain seasons, like I'll have like Christmas, or I'll have Australia Day, or I'll have stuff like that. But I'm just trying to think like what else could I do that would be fun. So the only thing that came to mind when I got the two different receptacles, or two different things, was upgrade police, and then the roadworks was like, oh yeah, this is fun, this is awesome. I was like, what else could I do though? All right, so we've got somewhat of a paste here, and my thing is, it looks like the butter and the beans. I'm not saying fire truck would be fun. What would fire truck work with? Because when I think here, fire truck, ambulance, and police, they've got the same lights. Now that I think about it, I could actually set it up to that sound plays. Because then people can differentiate. Red, white, and hello. Red, white, and hello. So yeah. And stir, flipping constantly to avoid burning. Yep. Hang on. Once the paste has become dark and holds shape, transfer. Yep. Nah. Christmas. Christmas will come out in Christmas time. Christmas will come in at Christmas time. That's a seasonal one. That's a seasonal one. Fire truck doesn't have blue. Oh, fire trucks here do. So for here, do they have blue? I'm pretty sure ours do. Like ambulance, fire trucks, and police have the same light. They have the same lights, but the sirens sound different. So if you listen out carefully, you'll know when a fire truck goes by, and when a ambulance goes by. Christmas now. It's not July anymore, so we can't do Christmas in July. Titch. Stove camera on.
Activating stove camera.
There we go. Put it over the stove. I will give my whisk a little bit of a... Do you want a whisk or... No, we don't want a whisk. I'll still fill this up with hot water though. July? Birth month is July, or is it Augusta? That's pretty cool. Because if it's July, then... well, happy belated birthday. Black and yellow. It's sort of what we got going at the moment with roadworks, really. Ooh, empty. Thank you very much. That's what I'll do. We can do combos. Let me, I'm gonna have to write that down. We could do combos. We could do, yeah. That's a very good idea. Thank you, MT. Just got back from the post office. Nice. Green and pink for Splatoon. Yeah, so... Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. And then depending on which order you do them, so... gotta turn that down a bit more. Yep, so give that a little bit of a mix. And then do that there. Yeah, so depending on the order you do them in, so if you do green and pink, it'll go green, pink. But if you do pink, green, it'll do it the opposite. If only we could attach light to poles. Ooh, that would be cool. But my lights don't. So sort of a living gauge of how the pole's doing. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That would be amazing. But unfortunately, my lights will only do one set color. So I don't have the light set up where it will, like, I can do like a running color. That would be amazing if I can find the technology or find hang on, Titch, oven camera on.
Activating oven camera.
There we go. Thanks, Titch. I was in the middle of a sentence, so you didn't really hear me. So now I can talk to you guys over here, but I can't see chat, so... Rave. Ooh. Rave would hurt, I think. Right, so this has gotten really thin. But yeah, that would be an amazing concept. I would absolutely love to see somebody who's done that. A reactive pole with their lights, that would be great. I'm sure that's... I'm going to turn that down as well. We're going to have to reduce this. This has just turned into a bit of a soup now. Titch. Oven camera off.
Deactivating oven camera.
Thanks, Titch.
No worries.
There we go. You listened to me that time. I could, or... If I work the... what do you call it? I just knocked something off the bench. If I can work a what's it called? Not reaction, a prediction. If I could work a prediction right, we could do it so the lights will go. Well, yeah, we could do it so during a prediction the lights will go pink and blue, and then depending on the result of the prediction, the lights will change to that color. That could work as well. Off. That's black. There we go. That's the black one. Love how wholesome you are. Aw, thank you. I try my best. I have my moments of degen here, there, and everywhere, and I say some bad words as well, but for the most part, I thought you know it'd be. Oh, got the roadworks going. I thought, it'd probably be a bit better to, well, I don't want to say it'd be a bit better to, I thought, I want to be more family friendly at the moment, like, I want anybody to be able to watch my cooking streams and be able to either cook along or learn how to cook this stuff as well, and if I'm here talking smack and talking bad, then, yeah, some people aren't going to be able to watch underwater. Now that you've mentioned that as well, I could actually change the lights to go blue when the underwater filter goes through as well. Oh, Attitude is awesome. I don't want to say I'm putting it on for the stream, but I sort of am. I want to say this is like my default, but I can default to being an absolute gremlin as well. I can default to being other things as well. But I'm glad that you like my demeanor. It means a lot. It really does mean a lot. Underwater is like blue, purple, green. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we could cycle it out from green to blue to purple and sort of have that going while the filter's playing. Every fiber of my being wants to boil the crap out of this to get it to thicken up. But I know it's just going to burn if I do that, because this is not a paste, this is more of a soup. We've made red bean soup. We need this to thicken up. That's alright. It's alright, we'll get there. So I think I've said it in the past, one of the things I would have... Is that chocolate? It is a bit dark on the stream, is it? It looks dark for me anyway. I made soup. I love soup. It's a sweet soup. It's red beans. It's going to be red bean paste when we're done. You can always add flour. Ooh, yeah, I could. It looks like it's starting to thicken up. I'm just being very impatient. Is all. It's like, wow, why won't you thicken? It'll thicken up in due time. Just gotta. Oh, we got red. Now I can. Now I can't tell if it's burnt or not. Yeah. The red kitchen, and then we're gonna get blue in a minute. I would love it to the blue kitchen. The blue looks really nice. I really like the look of the blue. I like the look of the blue. Purple looks pretty good too, but I think blue looks really nice. Blue is usually the default that I try, not only because it's the first one on the list of like trial commands through Lumia, but it just looks nice. This is like, can I get my kitchen to go blue? Yes, I can. It means it's connected, everything's working well, and we're all good. But so one of the things what I was going to say, yeah, it's purple. It's a nice purple. One of the things I was going to say is one of the things I wanted to do, and still somewhat would like to do, although I don't want to say I'm not confident in the ability to get there, but I would love to do purple. Is my kiddo's favorite color. It's a good choice. It's a good choice. You've got the combination of a ferocious color such as red and a calm color as blue to make a royal color as purple. So that's my takeaway from it. It's like purple is a royal color. It was hard to get purple stuff in the old, 1500s and stuff, in the age of kings and dynasties and stuff. So purple is a majestic color. But I also do like blue and green. Colors are nice. can't go through life living monotone. Gotta have some color and some spice in your life, I guess. But what I was going to say is one of the things I would like to do, if it were ever possible, is I know we've got this cooking stream that I can show people how to cook and all that kind of stuff. But I'd love to do like a dedicated cooking stream for us. It's like our ABC2 or ABC3, like doing a kids cooking show, so I can show like the younger generation how to do this themselves. Obviously with parent supervision for the hot stuff, but I reckon that'd be really fun. I mean, sure, I do like making video game foods, and I mean that'd be a fun thing too, like showing young kids how to make stuff from Pokemon and make stuff from Legend of Zelda and from Genshin and from other stuff like that. Because there was one show that I watched. It was on the ABC channel. I agree. I agree. So what were you saying? I used to watch a show. I think for me it was like ABC. So ABC used to be split up. I think it's ABC is short for Australian Broadcast Channel. I'm pretty sure. And it used to be split up into, in the morning it was like preschool shows, like Play School and Sesame Street and like the Wiggles. Then during the day it used to be news and political stuff. Then in the afternoon it used to be like preteens and stuff, so it'd be more, not so much, I think Play School was still on there, but they still had those older kid cartoons, and then went back to adult programming after that. I used to watch a show every now and again, and the premise was the chef was marooned on a alien planet, and he would have, kids, guest kids come in, and he would show them how to cook stuff that was, intergalactic and all that kind of stuff. And they'd have to run around the set and talk to different characters to collect ingredients for the chef. And I thought that was a really cool concept and a really nice premise. I thought that'd be pretty cool if I could do something like that in the future. Alright, so now we're starting to get our red bean paste to thicken up. Honestly, I do like the crust, like the mashed one, the chunky style, because it's so much easier. But having a thick pace or having a smooth pace is going to be quite fun as well. It's going to be quite nice. Yeah, just going to make sure that we don't burn it. But yeah, that's actually starting to thicken up real nice. Sounds like a really cool show. Do you remember? Unfortunately, no, I don't remember the name of it. That's the biggest problem. Like, I think I saw one, two or three episodes, and I thought it was a really cool concept. It stuck in my brain for the longest time. I think I was about 13, or maybe like I'm gonna say like from 10 to 13 years old. So I was very young. This was like over 20 years old, and wah wah. Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, it was just one of those things that it just stuck in my brain. It's like, this is a cool concept. I really like this show. And then either I just stopped watching it, I forgot about it while I was young, or something else came into my life, like, I don't know, like Astro Boy or Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, stuff like that. But no, like I said, I guess doing this is sort of my, I don't want to say outlet, but sort of the closest thing I can do at the moment without, having to apply to TV shows and sort of showing them all this kind of stuff. But yeah, I like also, yes, I'll get onto that story in a second. It ties into what we're making today as well. But yeah, I love the thought and the concept of finding stuff from video games and making it in reality. So again, like, we've made stuff from Genshin before. So we've made like Noel's pancakes. We've made the tri-flavored skewers. We've made what was another good one we made? We made like mochi, black bean mochi balls, which I think I pulled her character the other day. It's the opera singer, the Geo opera singer. But we made a Breath of the Wild cook-up as well. That was fun. Naruto ramen will be done. Or I'd love to be able to make ramen. It means I wouldn't have to go, wouldn't have to drive like 50 k's to go get ramen. But I mean, that would be fun. That'd be cool. Yeah, we've done the Breath of the Wild cook-up. We've done Pokemon curry from Sword and Shield. Like, all these video game foods, I've had so much fun making them. We've made a Fallout cook-up too. So I made I think it was a pork pie in a soup tin. We made some matcha biscuits that were supposed to be buff out, and we made something else as well. I can't remember what the final thing was. But yeah, we did a Fallout cookbook a Fallout cook-up because I bought a Fallout cookbook. But I just have so much fun. I have so much fun making stuff for video games because sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Like we've had I tried to make was it Senbiens? So the rice crackers that you can buy from the shelf. I tried to make them myself because they are pretty much Lava Ridge cookies. So if you play Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, the Lava Ridge cookie that you can buy from Lava Ridge Town, that's pretty much a Senbien. It's pretty much a rice cracker. I've also tried to, and they failed. They completely failed. I made it sound like they turned out good on stream, but they completely failed. But I also, what was another thing I tried to make from Pokemon that didn't work out too well? I can't remember what the other thing was, but there's been a couple times where I've made something and it just didn't really work well. Like, okay, fine. I guess that's okay. But when it does work out well and it looks amazing, it's like, yes. Hang on. Titch? Stove camera on.
Activating stove camera.
Stove camera's already on. Dingus. Titch? Oven camera on.
Activating oven camera.
There we are. That way I don't have to be always... I'm not wearing my my shirt today, so I can sort of look at you guys here. But yeah. I've just had so much fun making video game food. That's I would say that's sort of my premise more so now. Like, I'd love to be able to show more people how to make stuff from video games. this is starting to boil out the butter, so I'm actually going to take that off. I'm going to take that off the stove for now. Yeah. Don't want to say that we've overcooked that. That would be a good command to have. Wouldn't be that hard to do, too. I need to transfer that to another bowl, to be honest. I'm going to put it into one of these bowls. So I got my bacterial, but... No, that's not what I wanted to do, but I'll do it anyway. Just got a bit of oil out. I don't know if I've accidentally boiled it too much, but it's starting to separate the oil from the bean paste. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But now I'll put it all in there. Oop, and I'll come over here. Give it a little bit of a mix, just to make sure we can get that. Yeah. It's just a weird concept. Like, it's just, yeah, it's just said, you know what? No oil anymore. It is me. Hello. Tai22. Hello, Master of Spirits. How you doing? I really don't know. I'm actually going to drain this. Cake from Portal would be cool too. Wasn't the cake a lie though? Wasn't the... How you doing, Master of Spirits? Welcome in. This has turned into something I can... Waya! And then it's to go back into here before it... There we go. Yeah, that just completely boiled the butter out. I'm gonna... The symbol of... Hang on, the symbol and the atomic number of titanium. Ah, okay. I actually did not know that. I just pulled out my bougie spoon. I want to do this and... Oh, it's still alright. It's just weird that it's started to separate the oil from the mix. Alright, we'll keep this aside and let it cool down. The more you know. The more you know. You ever think of doing a cocktail segment? So I have made cocktails in the past. So when we do our what? Hang on, so you don't have to look at my back from another angle. Titch. Oven camera off.
Deactivating oven camera.
When we've done our Stardew Valley cook-ups, I've usually made a cocktail for said person that we're cooking up for. So I have done cocktails in the past, but it's usually just one. My biggest problem with doing a cocktail cook-up or a cocktail mixing stream would be the time. Because I would want to do it either later in the evening for myself or late at night. I wouldn't do it at this time because, sure, it's for people watching in their time zones, it's all fine and dandy. But for people watching in my time zone, I become an alcoholic because, well, what kind of respectable gentleman, a respectable individual mixes cocktails at 9 in the morning? A party animal, that's it. Not to say that I've never had a drink at 9 in the morning. I think the earliest I've had a drink is like 7 in the morning. But that was a party week. I'm pretty sure that was a party week we were going to do or doing at the time. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it because I reckon it'd be quite fun. It'd be very expensive though, so it'd be something I'd have to accumulate over time or just use what I've got on hand. But it would be fun. I reckon it would be fun, but makes it just day drinking like the rest of us. I do have a drink after work, which is about midday when I get off work. Did I say off work? After work, yeah, which is about midday. But yeah, first thing in the morning, I'm not that young anymore. I'm having an apple frizz right now, and it's 8 p.m. But it's 8 p.m. Yeah, apple frizz. Ooh. So what's an apple frizz consist of? I feel like it's going to be like apple schnapps and something else. We do a wee bit of a cleanup at the moment. It's Jack Daniel's apple, club soda, and lemon juice. Jack Daniel's apple. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen that on the shelves. Interesting. Very interesting. I've had Jack Daniel's. No, it's not Jack Daniel's. It's Wild Turkey. You want me to fetch your walker, old man? You shut the hell up, young'un! I may be old, but I can still whoop your butt! There we go. It's looking like looks like it's mixing in a bit better now. Yeah, so we just gotta let this cool down now. Smooth paste. Nice. Alright, what was I doing? I was going to do a little bit of cleanup as well. Let's get this out of the way. They have an apple version, a honey version, and a cinnamon version. Ooh, at least in the US. I feel like I probably could go to Dan Murphy's and pick up a bottle of these Jack Daniels, but it's usually Wild Turkey that have the fancy dancy ones. And I haven't drunk Jack Daniels in ages, just because Jack Daniels used to be the bougie of the drinks when you went out in the town, or when you had a shindig at your mate's place. Whoever had Jack Daniels is like, your parents are rich. Even though I think we found out we're the same age. Yeah, we're about the same age, yeah. I'm pretty sure that was leaked. We are roughly around the same age. While you're fetching my walker, while you fetch your walker, grab mine as well. Yes. Bullet bourbon is my usual. I think I've had bullet bourbon. I think I've had bullet bourbon as well. That's some good stuff. My usual go-to is Jim Beam because it's cheap. And yeah, I used to get ridiculed when I was younger, and I think and still do to this day. Like, who would drink Jim Beam? Why do you drink that hog water? It's like, because it's cheap and it gets the job done. Like, I don't want to spend an extra $20 on a slab because I want to have a absolutely blotto night. No, I'm going to buy the cheaper stuff, and I'm just going to drink that. And it doesn't taste that bad. You're just being pretentious. I wish the import wasn't so bad. Send alcohol there. I would send you some of my favorite whiskeys. Yeah. Shipping costs are a bit of a pain at the moment, but there's a few people that I'm going to be sending stuff to in the future, and it's going to be a damn the expense sort of thing. But I always say, like, if you're in the Discord, just post your favorite ones, and I'll check if Dan Murphy's has them, because Dan Murphy's is our big liquor store. It's our big alcohol distributor. So if I can't find something at my local bottle-o, or if I can't find something at my local bottle-o, I'll go to Dan Murphy's, and they have a huge range. Sure, Dan Murphy's has a huge range of wine because, well, apparently wine's a big commodity over here in Australia, but they do have a lot of import stuff. So I think I tried to find Limoncello. No, I found that local bottle. There was something I couldn't find. I think it was mead. It was like mead and all that kind of stuff, and I was able to find it there. So yeah, if you just give me a list of your favorite stuff, I'll see if I can get it. What I was going to talk about though, because I got a little bit sidetracked, talking about the Kamehameha. Going back to when I had these Taiyakis the last time. When I went to the trip to Japan with my friend, we went to 2 venues that had Dragon Ball things in them. We went to one place in a shopping center that had like a big shonen. I don't want to say like theme park, but it was just like a floor that had a whole bunch of different exhibits. So they had a Naruto exhibit where they had like it was like a what would you call it? The train things where you got to tap certain lights on the wall, and it was supposed to be Kakashi Sensei, and you're supposed to be grabbing the bells off him or something. They had a huge One Piece section, So I think they had. Is the ship called the Jolly Roger? I can't remember what the ship is, but they had the big ship. I think it was like a resin mold in the middle of that display, and they had a Dragon Ball section where you could actually dress up as in the same armor. But they had like a semi VR section where you could actually do the Kamehamehas to play a minigame. And of course I did that. Of course I did that. Yo, droid! What up? What up, man? How you doing? How have you been? And then the second place we went to is Taiyaki a grilled food? Yes it is. Yeah, we got there's a Taki, yes. So we actually have a Taki grill pan. So we're going to be filling the batter into this, then we're going to be putting a bit of filling in there, grill, then we open it up and eat. But yes. But yeah, then we went to a VR section, so they just had a whole bunch of different exhibits for, they are fish, yes. So I think the main reason we went there is because they had VR Mario Kart. So we played some VR Mario Kart. We did some flying simulator things. So it was like a pedal-powered flying machine. And that was fun. It scared me a little bit because you're supposed to pedal off a cliff edge and then you fly after that. But what happened was the thing would drop, like have a big significant drop down this cliff and then pick up the wind. And I'm sitting there with the VR headset on, I'm on the bike, like you're actually on a pedal bike that generated the thing, so it was really immersive. And I'm sitting there looking around, I see the person next to me, he starts pedaling, he goes, and he falls off the cliff. I'm just like, oh, I don't want that. So I think I just gave it my all. I still did the same thing. And I hear over the headset, you're flying too high. It's like, I want to go to that thing over there. It wouldn't let me, but I was the first one to finish that race though, because I'm awesome. But they had another Dragon Ball thing, which was a lot more immersive. And it was actually fun to find out that canonically I am taller than Vegeta. I might be a short boy, but I'm taller than Vegeta. And yeah, push comes to shove, I absolutely wailed that command. I wailed the Kamehameha. I probably scared a lot of people in that venue because I went full vocals. I started soft. It was like, no, let's go full, and I just absolutely wailed in that in that place. I had a great time. And I don't regret any part of it. But yes. So back to what we're actually making at hand. So our red bean paste is pretty much ready to go. We can use this now, but I'm thinking I might want to give this, just keep mixing it up so it doesn't separate too much. Because yeah, I don't know why for some reason it just started to separate the butter or separate the oil from the beans. And so, oh, all right, that's fine. But that's actually something else I need to do. I need to make a mess. Or more of a mess, should I say. I need to clean up my Pyrex cleaning jug. Or pouring jug, should I say. Because we're going to use this to pour into the grills. Come on, Tap, I need you to sing the song with your people to me. I might actually move that as well. Because we're going to need most of this bench. But, yeah. In due time. Alright. Let me grab my scrub. I was actually going to use my tea towel. To clean this out. That would have been bad. Would have got a wet tea towel. That's no good. Alright, so this is ready. A small part of me wants to invest in a portable grill. Like a portable gas grill, so I can do stuff here so I don't have to have my back towards you all. But I mean, that's why I've got this camera over here now. Somewhat, like, That's supposed to be the oven camera, so it's supposed to show you what's in the oven while I'm cooking it, but yeah. Mix this up a little bit more. I almost want to pipe this into what we're doing as well, but yeah. I don't want to go to that extent. Just spoon it in, it'll be fine. Tis be fine, tis be fine. I guess the other thing too I want to do is get my Nutella. You put another camera on the counter to the left or to the right of the stove pointer. Yeah, well that's pretty much what I've got at the moment with the oven camera, but because I don't have any in the oven at the moment, that's sort of what it is there. I think what I need to do is not be lazy and set it up so it'll zoom, like I can zoom that out so you see me. Yeah, it's pretty much just camera placement. So the only thing I've got going at the moment is I've got my camera pointed at the I gotta get used to this. I'm sitting here mixing this on the bench. It's like, yeah, this is the red bean paste, and the camera's like, you know, what's TC doing? All I see is a roof. All I see is a roof. I gotta remember I've got multiple cameras at the moment. But yeah, I was actually gonna give this a bit of a mix because I'm not sure how other people go with Nutella and other hazelnut-based spreads, or just spreads in general. But I find if you give it a bit of a mix beforehand, just to sort of heat it up, warm it up, it becomes a little bit more pliable. It's a bit more easy to use, easy to scoop, easy to put in where you need to, sort of thing. That's just me. We don't want to put too much in there as well. I'm just thinking, so I'm thinking, you know, oh, we'll like put that much in there. It's like, no, that's going to be too much because they're not the biggest of things, not the biggest of taiyakis, but yeah, this should be fine. This should be fine. Alrighty, so what do I want to do here? So what does my recipe call for? So we don't need the red bean paste recipe sheet anymore, so I can go behind that. So pretty much after we've done the refrigeration, which I think we've gone about an hour of just talking, doing red bean paste, just mucking around. Should be fine. Should be fine. So then we pour that into a jug. We're going to preheat the pan. Might preheat it either side. I got the stove camera still on. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to make sure that that's nice and low. Should be right. Preheat it each side, just to make sure. I have a strong suspicion I might burn myself today. Just a strong one because I'm gonna touch something that's got residual heat. I just know it. Right, we're going to get ourselves. I'm gonna get my cup. I'm gonna get my oil. It's gonna have a little cup of oil for greasing, because we'll grease each addition, or like each thing. Set that over there. Titch. Oven camera on.
Activating oven camera.
There we go. So there's my second camera, and like, hello. The Taiyaki grill actually came with a silicone. Came with a silicone brush, so I'm gonna actually use that today to grease it. I want to say I'm not a big fan of silicone brushes. I'm more of a fur brush, or a hairbrush, if you will. Like, just because I know that it's going to pick up what I'm going to brush onto whatever. I can't see silicone picking up oil, because the whole point is the silicone, I don't want to say resists the moisture, but it's not supposed to stick to silicone. But I'll give it a try today because it came with the device. So, all right, give that a quick turn. Ooh, Nutella! Yes, we got Nutella. We need to get our batter ready. Let me. Oh yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna do some red bean paste ones. We're gonna do some Nutella ones. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Give it a quick whisk before I pour it into the jug, just to make sure there's no lumpies, and make sure everything is nice and fine, which is looking pretty good. Yeah. All right. Do it this way so my arm's not in the way. Better. Perfect. All right. So, see, this is where I need to have my layouts a bit better, so the stove can zoom in, so you can see what I'm doing on the stove. You look like you're taking a bit of a dive today, are you? There we go. Don't know why I did that. Someone took a dive. Okay, so without it making it fall over, let's get this a red hot crack. So, from reading the preheat the Taiyaki pan and then grease. Fill the pan 60% full, then we're going to put a drop of the paste in, and then we're going to pour more over the top to do that. So, make sure that we get it all greased up. All greased up. Last thing we want is this thing to stick on us. So I'd be very sad if that happened. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a small spoon for. I'm just gonna keep the bougie spoon. Keep the bougie spoon. Fine. Yes, we'll start with the red bean paste. Hang on. Oh yeah. I know. Let's get stuffing on there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alrighty, so. Oh, I think I did that too much. So I think I want to do that. Probably a little less. Maybe a bit more. Then, yeah, maybe. Cover it up. Okay. Then close, Dayo. There we go. Now we're gonna cook this 2 minutes, 2 minutes and a half each side. So I don't have a timer for 2 minutes. So just hope for the best. This is so. As much as I praise Game Chops for their live stream music and just how good their music is, this is the only one I don't like. This is the only one I don't like, and it always comes on during stream. It's just weird. It's just a weird one. Like, why do we need this small child telling us? Not gonna lie, I thought this was takoyaki. Just looked it up and it didn't know what the fish pastry was called. Yeah, so that's one of the things that I get confused on too. Takoyaki and taiyaki. Because I always go, oh, wait a minute. The octopus balls. Takoyaki? And you just gotta remember, taco is octopus. And takoyaki, so it's octopus. As we found out from Joy before, the yaki part is the grill. So takoyaki is octopus grill, and taiyaki is whatever tai is, which is probably, it's not fish, I don't think it's fish. But yeah. But yeah. Do I want to? I actually want to give this a pre-soak. I might move the chopping board somewhere. Maybe not. I might just put the thing on here. So yeah, when we're done, we'll put it onto. Now I need to. Oh. think that's just on the outside. I could smell a little bit of burning. Wait, so it's pastry, not meat. It's like a bread thing. It's pretty much like a waffle. So we've pretty much made like a waffle batter. And it's a waffle batter with red bean paste and Nutella. So it's like a sweet. It's like a sweet. And now that I'm thinking about it, oh, what should we find either side? I'm just thinking because of the lock-in mechanism, I think we probably should start this way, then flip it over and finish because it might be a bit easier, but we'll see how it goes. They are very yummy. They are very yummy. I'm glad that I remembered and thought, hey, wait a minute, let's give this a try. Because, yeah, it's been about 3 years since I've had a taiyaki. And you can have red bean paste filled, you can have Nutella filled, custard, chocolate custard, pretty much anything sweet in the center. You probably could have like a meat filling as well, if you want to go down that route. Which would be a very interesting concept, maybe a cursed concept down later on in the past. Or not in the past, in the future. So, yeah, I burnt them. How do these ones turn out? Okay, yeah, so that looks good. That looks good. That looks awesome. That's burnt. You learn. You learn. So I put them on for too long. I'm using the hottest burner I have, or the biggest burner I have. So, you know what they say? A baker always burns his first batch of scones. And that's my first offering to the universe. Nutella, but have you had red bean paste though? Have you had red bean paste? Red bean paste is pretty good. Alright, so alright. I think the recipe doesn't account for putting the filling in as well. So, yeah. So we can... So I want to say... About yay much? About yay much? I'll put a big dollop in it this time. Then a little bit over the top. Fill that up. A little bit over the top. Fill that up. Close, connect. Right, so gotta keep an eye on this. Gotta keep an eye on this. But I'm gonna say that although they're burnt, we fill them over like that. Oh, very good. Oh yeah, pretty good. But yeah, we just want to give it a little less time because yeah, I know damn well that the reason why they burnt is because I was too busy with the filling. And although it says 2 to 2.5 minutes each side, you got to take into account that as soon as that first batch of batter goes in, it's cooking it already. So it's already getting there. So you might need to take off like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something. So I'm going to, only that I have dropped the heat down a little bit at the moment. Honestly, my suggestion is going to be, although it says flip once and then put it back on the burner, I reckon multiple flips. Like, flip it, check it, yeah, that looks pretty good. Flip it, check it, that looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. I know the idea when like, cooking certain things, meat, pancakes and stuff, you should only do one flip. I'm not against doing multiple flips. Alright, so how... See, like that. And I didn't let it cook for long enough that time, so yeah. Again, this is the learning process. It looks so good. What if I do that? Does that look good now? All right. Yeah, this is never use this. I would like the burnt side. Really? I'll still give these a try, but all right. Let's give this another go. So yeah, what if I give it a little bit more heat? Try this again. We're going to get some good ones. I'm going to do a good job. Okay? I didn't say anything, Titch. Never mind. We got a lot of red bean paste in. Oh, I was going to put the red bean paste in straight away, dingus. Okay. About that. About that. And scoop. And then scoop. Finish the top off. Over the top there. All right. All right. These ones are just going to go straight in the bin. Straight in the bin, because yeah, they actually didn't cook at all. Yeah. Nah. I got plenty of batter. We'll just make it until it's right. We'll just keep trying until it's right. Well, I mean, in saying that, like that actually cooked perfectly though. That actually cooked perfectly. So, I think maybe the idea is chocolate flavored. Yes, yes, chocolate flavored, dark chocolate. But no, those ones actually cooked absolutely perfect. So my thing is maybe I know what to do. No. I just I've got to a small part of me actually wants to put a timer on, like get my phone, put a timer on for 2 minutes each side, but it's like I said, it's a hard one. Like I don't want it to be too hot because all I'm going to be doing is burning the outside and not cooking the inside. But yeah, I just want Again, never made these before. First time actually making these, and it turned out pretty damn good. The first batch turned out not too bad, but yeah, I just accidentally burnt the other ones. So I guess my main thing is okay. So those were a little bit overdone. These ones are a little bit darker. So if I do that, okay. So I think that's the plan. So these ones, oh, I don't actually want to do that because. All right, so let me take that off for now because I need to clean the. Now my zoomies are coming in. Zoomies are kicking in because we've got. Come forward, please. Okay, so these ones not too bad. Not too bad. Probably could go a little bit less on the first side. Maybe we'll do some Nutella ones this time. I'm also loving the fact that it's not sticking. Well, the first one stuck because I didn't cook them long enough, but it's not. You know, hey, sometimes get a one of those frying pans and you think, oh yeah, I'm going to be able to cook some good egg on this or whatever. Ow. You need to calm your farm, please. it says 60%, but scoop of Nutella. Yeah, so we're gonna have to really let these take no time at all on this side because it's actually, I can see it's actually cooking the freaking pancake. So more of the top. Yep. So about there, I was actually going. Alright, so we're going to give this probably the time it takes to clean my finger. One thing I want to check too is... Yeah, so I'm actually going to give that a flip straight away. So let's these ones didn't happen. These ones didn't happen. So yeah. A little bit better. A little bit better. That's actually a good question. Maybe I should. Ooh. Ooh, I think I got it. I think I got the thing down. I think I got the thing down. So pretty much as soon as I get the batter in, so I get the batter in, I put the paste in, fill the rest of the batter, sit there. It's going to be about like 30 seconds. Flip, then cook the next side. And that's stuck. Why did you stick? Probably because you're not cooked enough or I didn't grease you enough. One of them stuck. The other one came out fine, the other one stuck. And Algid likes burnt things. That's actually a really weird concept. So these are the... I need 2 plates. No, it's just sticking. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Nice. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. We're learning. Probably just need to give it a bit more grease. Is what I need to do. A bit more of a grease. Maybe I'll grease the top ones first. So we'll go back to red bean paste. A small part of me wants to get my spray oil, but I know I'm just going to cause fire. I'm just going to start fire if I do that. Okay. So. Batter in. Batter up. Oh no. This is not good. This is not good.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I know, right? More red bean. I know who that is. How you doing, Ethan? Currently just trying to be Taiyaki grill man. That's going to take a couple seconds. So in that time there, how are we doing today? I'm so glad I made extra. I'm so glad I made it extra. Flip. Still want to keep that nice and cool. Nice and cool. Right. Honestly, I think that these are what you call it? It's the
Game Boy time. We seem to add one camera since I was last here. The camera has always been there, it's just never been activated, I think, for those last couple of times. But yeah, how are we doing today? Hope we've been doing well. How about I get the camera to show? What is that? They look good.
So I give this a... I don't like that. I don't like that. Alright, so that side's good. That side's good, so we just need to give this a little bit longer. Tissy Mario style, yeah. Yo, Game Boy handheld era. You know what? You know what I actually need to do? Square is red bean. Square is red bean, and the other one is off, Dio. Off, please. Right, it's because of the red bean. I think I've made the best batch so far. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Off we come. This is the best batch. That's the best batch. And it's red bean. Red bean, baby. Achoo. I say it. Dinks. Give that a little bit of a careful wipe. Who are we cooking for? Cooking for TC. So I want to have a little bit of a nostalgic trip of when I went to Japan with my friend. We had Magikarp Taiyaki. How I wish these looked like Magikarp, but maybe in the future. Maybe in the future I'll just go, you know what? YOLO. The kids still use YOLO. The kids still use YOLO. Right, so these were red bean. So let's do a Nutella one this time. Come on, into the... Thank you. Should we cover that? There we go. Yeah. Red bean, Nutella. These are Nutella. Fishies. We're getting there. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like we're probably going to get one more batch of red bean. Wait, no, those were red bean. Those are red bean. Those are red bean. There we go. And then do that, and then I'll check it in a second. I think the thing that's getting me is not being able to see the product being cooked or baked. Look, baking's a little bit different. Baking's a little bit different. These are going to go in the bin. I'm not even going to bother trying them. They're burnt! Baking's a little bit different because, like, it's a slow, long burn. Whereas this is direct heat, direct fire. And it's going to cook quicker. And I can't see how it's doing. I can't see how it's reacting. So it's that thing of like, is it good now? Is it good now? Is it good now? Is it good now? But yeah. So probably could give it a little bit more on that side. And then just the adjustment of the flame too. Let me just do my pull up my pants dance. Wow. So, yes. All this work, all this stress and worrying, I'm actually quite happy. I'm actually quite happy how these turned out. So actually, Yes, yeah. The other side needs it too. We need actually a little bit more heat. A little bit more heat. How did that? Oh yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. It's it's a hard one. Just I want to not give it too much heat so I can actually cook it for the time, for the 2.5 minutes without it burning. But then I want to give it more heat to make sure that it actually colors up. But you know, I'm gonna keep it low and slow. But when I look at it, it's like it's not done yet. It's not done yet. But gotta slow and slow, low and slow, low and slow. But I'm actually liking how these are turning out at the moment. Regardless. Okay, so if I give that a flip. Yep, they're looking good. I'm actually going to say that that's done. Sit that back on there for a preheat. Feels good. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. This actually puffed up the most. So I think low and slow is actually the way to go. Obviously. Low and slow. But that was a Nutella. So let's get another red bean. Shall we grease it up nice? Honestly, this grill cost me 40 quid, right? Cost me 40 quid. And it's an absolute banger. Cost me $40, I'm pretty sure. $40 Amazon. I probably should have had the link in the command or something. So if people want to make them themselves, they can just jump on and buy one themselves. But yeah, it cost me like $40, and I'm actually quite happy with the purchase. So, and red bean, a little bit less red bean than that. Red bean, beans. Cover it there, off to the side. I know I've got a little bit of scoliosis, I can feel it. Sort of on a real lean at the moment. You know what? No, it's gonna fill out. It's gonna fill out. It's gonna fill out. It's going to fill out. It's going to fill out. It's gonna fill out. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. There's a little bit at the like the mouth of the fish that was just a little bit just a little bit But yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy at the moment. I think the first ones, so these ones being the size that they are compared to this one here, this is the low and slow. So I think I had the grill up too high. I feel like I definitely had the grill up a bit too high, and that's again obviously why they're being overcooked and like, oh crap, I got to turn it. But it's not getting the reaction for the baking powder and baking soda. I don't think is activating when the heat is on too fast. So you want that slow cook. I'm sure it's like the same with pancakes as well. Like you want to slowly cook the pancakes so they actually rise up and get the air bubbles. But so this is another red bean, and then I might have enough for one more Nutella. So we'll have 6 each. 6 red beans, 6 Nutella. So I think that's pretty good. 12. Can't remember how many it actually says it. I'm pretty sure the base recipe it makes 6. So this, besides the first 4 that we stuffed up, we actually got more than what they said. But then again, I've been told also online that the... Alright, so give it a flip. Yep, so I left them on a little bit longer than I should have. But we're not going to flip it again because they're right. When I flip it, I'm going to check the other side. That's what I'm going to do. So it's going to be a flip, but not on the heat. check the other side, see how it goes. But yeah. I'm not sure if you can actually see it from. Let me also make sure that's Not sure if you can see it when I open it up to check it, but if you can't see it when I open it up to check it, then you're gonna have to take my word for it. But yeah. It's all coming. It's all coming together. It's all turning out Millhouse at the moment. Might give that another fill with some hot water just to make sure it's soaking up right. Fill it up with the hot water, get it soaking for a bit, and then when it's somewhat done that, I'll give it a flip. Just got back from the sword. These look amazing. It's probably a good thing that you did not see the offerings to the elder gods. I am going to give that a little bit more. We lost 4. One to the fire gods and one to the undercooked gods. But thanks. It's been a little bit of a sing the song of your people. Sing the song of your people, Mr. Tat. It's been a little bit of a trial and error thing at the moment. And I'm going to say that's perfect. Yeah, so they're a little bit overdone on one side, but all good on the other. And that was red bean. That was red bean? Sacrifices are always required, exactly. As I said when I burnt the first ones, the saying goes, a good baker always batches. Now I can't talk. A good baker always burns his first batch of scones. And that was my offering to the gods. But it's just you learn, as you would say, Farfo. But I wouldn't say that because that would be stealing your great and fantastic idea. But as I said before, I am actually very happy with my purchase here. This is something that I'd love to take this around to my brother's place. And so those were red bean. Red bean? Yeah, red bean. Yep. So we've got probably enough just for 2 more, I reckon. We do Nutella. Nutella. Thank you. So I know that's gonna stick. Because it's not in the batter fully. You know what else would be a fantastic addition to what I'm doing here? Grabbing... Oh, I actually had one. Why didn't I think about it earlier? Having a sauce bottle. So putting the pancake mix in a sauce bottle, because in that way you can squeeze it and get a little bit better control. Could have done that today. Why didn't I do that today? It's something we don't question. So this goes on the red bean side. Show the best side. We want to show the best that we can offer at the moment. I might actually change one of these plates. One of these plates or 2 of these plates? I do have some elongated ones which look pretty good, but I'm going to give that a quick flip right now. Because we put the batter in first, and then we're mucking around with the filling, it's still somewhat cooking the bottom already. So we don't want it to cook for as long as the other side that hasn't had any plate interaction. So, yes. I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this grill. Like I said, I want to actually take this around to my brother's place sometime and cook these up for my niece. because I reckon she would have an absolute blast with these. Like, it's a fish! Fish, fish, fish! I don't want to shake it too much and break it, because I do want to take some photos of these. Alright, so... See what I mean? See what I mean? Yes. And then these can go for a bit longer. Last ones. Last ones are going to be the creme de la creme. But, yes. Alright, well, that's doing that. I might actually see if I've got some other plates to use. Where are my elongated ones are here? So what are we thinking? Keep the Nutella ones on that style and then change the red beans onto that one. Where's my towel? So we could go boop, 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 boop. Yeah? If you can insert one into my mouth, that would be great. Give me 1 second. Give this a quick look. Ooh, Why am I closing that up? That's done. That's donezo gunzo. Sit for a side. Titch. Zoom in.
Zooming in.
Yum, 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 yum. There you go. Titch. Oven camera off.
Deactivating oven camera.
We'll get that out of the way. So I'm thinking the elongated plates are the way to go. Titch. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
Thanks, Titch.
No worries.
Then... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Titch. Stove camera off.
Deactivating stove camera.
Okay, had a bit of a delay there. Alright, so... Titch. Zoom in.
Zooming in.
So here is my first attempt ever at making taiyaki. We have a red bean variety on the right and a Nutella variety on the left. I am actually quite proud of these. Some of them are a little bit, I don't want to say undesirable. Like, this one here is a little bit overdone. So I probably, for photogenic reasons, I could probably do that. That looks a bit better. Yeah, perfect. I'm still going to change the clip anyway because I'm happy with how things turned out. Yeah. Titch. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
No, I'm very happy with how this turned out. I'm very pleased at the grill itself. It does make me want to spend that money, spend that hard-earned dollary-doos to purchase the Magikarp one, because can you imagine the kind of power that I could wield if I could make Magikarp Taiyaki? Do you know how power drunk I would get at the sheer thought? Just not even cooking them up, just having the grill in hand, just sitting there, holding it, looking at it, going, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I'd be so happy. I would be so happy if I could get one. It's not a matter of if I can get one, it's just the cost. It's just the justification. It's just the justification. And I know there's probably going to be a lot of people out there saying, treat yourself, boy. Treat yourself. It's rare that you buy yourself these fine, fancy things. You ought to treat yourself once in a while. Buy that damn Magikarp grill. Imagine the profits it could make. Imagine Imagine the smiles on the children's faces it could bring. I don't know why I went southern with that. I just like doing a southern accent because it's fun. That plantation. Boy, I think you wandered onto the wrong plantation field, you say. You gone wandered onto the O'Driscoll farm. We don't take kind of your kind of. It's just fun. Fun and silly. I guess because I hear my accent too often. It's just fun to hear other accents. Just other accents in general. Accents are fun. Is that next to Pepperidge Farms? Pepperidge Farm remembers. It's funny, we never actually got those ads, but I know those ads so well because of Family Guy. But yeah. What I might do real quick is I'm going to duck off for say a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes. I'm going to take some snappy snaps in my usual spot, and I'm going to take those shots, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to try them because they look good, they feel cooked, but I've cooked things in the past and they've still been a bit like the second batch we did, like they weren't actually cooked and they were still so take this time to grab yourself a snack, stretch your legs, stretch your back, grab a drink, and I will be back in a couple of minutes with some snappy snaps and my thoughts and my just general consensus on the job I've done today. I'll be back in a bit. I always say a couple of minutes when I go for my photo breaks and stuff. It's because I usually take photos of my food on my coffee table in the lounge room. My coffee table has crap on it all the time, so I have to move it. Alrighty, so I am going to give a red bean one a try. So a little bit, and yeah, again, this is why we use the good side, not that side. But look at that. Oh, so good. Whoa. Oh no, that takes me back. I am a big sucker for red bean paste now, ever since we did the Spirited Away buns. But honestly, this, as much as I love the red bean bun, the red bean paste buns we made, obviously big thanks to Proto for suggesting that. My only problem with that was the dough puffed up too much, so there wasn't enough filling. I either didn't twist it properly, I didn't cook it properly, I didn't twist it properly, didn't form it properly, I did something wrong. Still tasted good, but this having the big thing, the big filling center in it, yeah, this is good. Mm. Having a bit of an east meets west thing, you could almost do like a maple syrup dipping sauce. If I say sauce, just doing it straight in the maple syrup, that'd be great. Well, this is a great bad lunch for me. And we've got an Nutella one. Ooh. See, that was what I was worried about. So these ones aren't actually cooked all the way through. That one's there, it's not actually cooked. Like I said, we've got some that are cooked all the way through, but then we've got some that aren't. So the more puffy ones. Now that one there is cooked. That's cooked. That's all good. That one there, not so much. Let's give this one a... Yep, that's a weird concept. It's actually really weird that we got some that are cooked proper and then some that aren't cooked. Are you No, you're good. I have all right. I have a theory. I have a working theory. I might not have had the grill fully over the flame. Like I might have had the grill a little bit off the fire. So it might not have heated it. I don't know about that though. That's really odd. That's a really odd concept. Main thing is I got the photo before I open them up, so yeah, that's just really weird. Might have been when I was mucking around with the temperature as well, but I mean these were the last ones we did. Yeah, so these are the last ones I did. It's only a small part too. So maybe it was the Nutella? Maybe something with the Nutella wasn't... Still tastes good. Still tastes good though. Alright, it still feels cooked all the way through. Or most of the way through. It just had like a little pocket. And again, it could have been the Nutella and the batter sort of reacting in a sense, like that. Maybe the Nutella being cold. That's actually a good working theory. Because the Nutella wasn't warm like the red bean paste, it might have kept the batter cold, so it cooked everywhere else, but kept a little small portion of the batter uncooked because of the temperature. Maybe, not 100% sure. Still tastes good though. Honestly, honestly, I'm actually very happy with how these turned out. I've got to learn the temperatures of the what do you call it? Learn the temperatures for the grill. Like I said, try to get that low and slow going so I don't overcook them. But be patient enough to let it sit and do its thing while it's going. But yeah, I'm very happy with how these turned out. I think this gets a big old TC seal of approval. I don't know why that's something that I'm doing now, but apparently it is. Alrighty, let me grab my keyboard. Let me grab my mouse. And let's us see who is on to share the love with. TC Silver Approval, I dig it, yes. Alright, so let me mute this tab. So who do we have on at the moment? In the way of here, so... so we could go say hi to Andrew Cooks again. They are having burger and beers. Ooh, burger and beers. That So let me pull up their stream and see how they're doing. Just make sure they're not about to finish up. But we'll also check out the food and drink tab, the food and drink category, and see what's going on there. Alright, so who's doing what in any given point? Nobody's streams are really jumping out at the moment, so I'm thinking, I'm sort of thinking we pop by and say hi to Andrew again, but we've got, I mean, there's a VTuber who's doing a cooking stream. I mean, that's an interesting concept. It's too hot for this. Doesn't actually say what you're actually making, man. just my little bit of a gripe there. That's just my gripe there. I'm thinking we say hi to Andrew, to be honest. Yeah, I think we go say hi to Andrew. We haven't said hi to him in a while. Food and drink. Yeah, so they're well, it's pretty much the epitome of food and drink. Like, he's doing burgers and beers, so yeah, we could. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I reckon we go say hi to Andrew again. So we haven't popped by and said hi to him for a while. So let me fix up a raid. All right, so with that being said, I'd like to say thank you so very, very, very much to anybody and everybody who came by to check out what I was doing today. I had a blast trying out this new grill that I purchased, and we had some fails, we had some wins. In general, it just worked. It just worked today. Worked well. We got a good product at the end, and I'm sitting pretty. I'm sitting happy. So yeah. Thanks for sticking by and hanging out with me today. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, with all that said, it worked. You can quote that on me. You can quote that to me. It worked. But yeah. With that being said, take care. Let me also start this up. Yeah. With that being said, take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves out there. Stay safe, and I hope to catch anybody and everybody in the next one. All right. Catch you later.